the spirit of yoga. Let's begin today's practice with eyes closed. Relax and take a few breaths with me. Deeply inhale, now exhale. Feel the energy in your body moving with a constant flow. Keep your back straight in this pose as it allows more energy to enter your body. Let's chant Om 3 times. Inhale, Om. Inhale, Om. Inhale, Om. Okay. Gently open your eyes and come to a standing position with feet together, hands in prayer pose. We will now begin the sun salutation series. Om Suryaya Namaha. Inhale, raise your arms up and backwards. Exhale, upper body comes down, hands come onto your mat or legs. Inhale, right leg goes back, head up and back, expanding the chest. Exhale and bring your left leg back. This is called plank pose. Try to keep your body in a straight line, inhaling and exhaling. On an inhale, bring your knees to the mat. Exhale and push your hips back. Chest and chin come onto the floor. Inhale, body comes forwards. This is called cobra pose. Exhale, pushing off your palms and come into downward dog. Heels make contact with the mat if you can. Inhale, stretch your right leg forwards. Left knee comes onto the mat. Head goes up, chest comes back. Let's release and come to a standing position. While still crouched over, hug your calves, thighs touching your abdomen. Let's take a couple breaths here. Okay, on an inhale, raise your head, arms stretch up and back. Exhale into prayer pose. Inhale again, arms come up and back. Exhale, upper body forwards, palms come down to the mat. Relax in this pose. On an inhale, bring your palms down to the mat. Left leg goes back, placing the left knee on the mat. Inhale, opening up the chest into a stretch. Release and come into plank pose. Remember to keep your back as straight as possible. Inhaling and exhaling. On an inhale, bring your knees to the mat. Exhale, push hips back. Chest and chin come onto the mat. Exhale, upper body moves up into cobra pose. On an exhale, push your hips back, then come up into downward dog. Try to keep your heels flat to the mat. Inhale and bring your right leg back. Knee comes onto the mat. Gaze goes up. Exhale, bringing your right leg back. Palms come onto the mat. Heels are together. Try to rest your abdomen on your thighs in this pose. Inhale, arms come up and back. Exhale and come back into prayer pose.
This program is brought to you by CARP. Find out the benefits of a CARP membership at carp.ca.
With Liberté Plain Collection, taste takes many forms. From a piece of cake to a masterpiece. From boiling hot to freezing cold. And from a taste of home to a taste of the world. The taste, Liberté.
Hey, you gotta see this.
Get Who Gets You on eHarmony. Get started for free. Must be 18 or older to join. Inhale its aroma. Taste its perfection. Hear its gentle crack. Awaken your senses with Lint Excellence.
Why aren't there any buildings out there? Because you can't build a better skyline than this.
Some memories can't be made indoors. Life happens out there. Nature Valley.
Inhale, raise your arms up and back. Exhale and fold your upper body down, hinging at the hips. Come into a back stretch. On an inhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Right leg comes back, gaze goes up, arms come to your sides, stretching your chest. Exhale and come into plank pose. Don't arc your back. Try to keep your body in a straight line. Inhale, bring your knees to the mat. Exhale, pushing your hips back. Chest and chin come onto the mat. Exhale, upper body moves up into cobra pose. Exhale, come into downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Inhale and bring your right foot forwards. Raise your gaze and stretch your chest. On an exhale, bring your left foot forwards. Hug your calves. Remember to try and rest your abdomen onto your thighs. Inhale and slowly raise your head and body to an upright position. Arms come up and back. Exhale into prayer pose. Inhale, arms come up and then back. Exhale and bend forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, palms onto the mat. Exhale and place your left leg back. Left knee comes onto the mat. Raise your gaze and stretch your chest. On an exhale, come into plank pose, keeping your body and back in a straight line. This pose is great for upper body strength building. On an inhale, bring your knees to the mat, pushing your hips back. Chest and chin come down. Exhale and come into cobra pose. Taking in a few breaths here. On an exhale, hips come back, bringing yourself into downward dog. Touching your heels to the mat if possible. On an inhale, stretch your left leg forward. Now, stretch your chest. Exhale, bringing your right leg back, hugging your calves for a few breaths. On an inhale, slowly raise your head and body. Arms come up, then back. Exhale into prayer pose.
Closed captioning is brought to you by CARP. Find out the benefits of a CARP membership at carp.ca.
Get who gets you. Ani Harmony. Get started for free. Must be 18 or older to join.
Poshmark is the perfect side hustle. It got me through school, a new job, and getting into my first apartment. There's so much I can sell. Bags, accessories, home decor, and it's so easy to sell on Poshmark. You can do it in a minute. I love it. Why aren't there any builders out there? Because you can't build a better skyline than this.
Some memories can't be made indoors. Life happens out there. Nature Valley.
Whenever you have something really cold and then you get this short, sharp kind of sensation, that's sensitivity. It can get worse. I always recommend Sensodyne, which is specially designed to care for their sensitive teeth. It works.
Inhale and raise your arms up, then back. Exhale, upper body bends forward, hinging at the hips. Relax and stretch your back. Bring your hands down to the mat. Right leg goes back. Head and gaze go up and into a chest stretch. On an exhale, left leg goes back, coming into plank pose. Let's take a few breaths in here, keeping your body as straight as possible. Inhale, knees come onto the mat. Exhale, pushing your hips back. Chest and chin come onto the mat. Exhale, upper body comes up into cobra. On an exhale, come into downward dog. Try to keep both heels on the ground. Head comes down to the mat if you can, inhaling and exhaling. On an inhale, bring your right leg forwards, knee onto the mat. Gaze comes up and into a chest stretch. Exhale and bring your left leg forwards. Now, hug your calves. Try to rest your thighs onto your abdomen. On an inhale, slowly raise your head and body. Arms come all the way up, then back. Exhale and come into prayer pose. Close your eyes if you wish. Gently open your eyes. Stand with feet as far apart as you can, arms parallel to the ground. On an inhale, clasp your fingers behind your back. Stretch your neck as far back as you can. Exhale and bend your upper body forward. Try to keep your back flat, coming as far down as you can. Let's take in a few deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. to the mat. Adjust yourself until you feel comfortable. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. On an inhale, slowly raise your body up. Let's relax.
This program is brought to you by CARP. Find out the benefits of a CARP membership at carp.ca.
Hey, you gotta see this.
Get who gets you on eHarmony. Get started for free. Must be 18 or older to join.
Poshmark is the perfect side hustle. There's so much I can sell. Bags, clothes, and even electronics. It's so easy. I can list in 60 seconds or less. I can't imagine a better side hustle.
Whenever you have something really cold and then you get this short, sharp kind of sensation, that's sensitivity. It can get worse. I always recommend Sensodyne, which is specially designed to care for their sensitive teeth. It works.
With Liberté Plain Collection, taste takes many forms. From a piece of cake to a masterpiece. From boiling hot to freezing cold. And from a taste of home to a taste of the world. The taste, Liberté.
With feet still apart and arms parallel to the ground, turn your right foot outwards to 90 degrees. Left leg goes inwards. Stretch your body to the right. Support your body by placing your right hand onto the mat. Raise your left hand up. Gaze goes to your fingertips. Inhaling and exhaling. Release and bring both arms down. On an exhale, palms come to the mat. Hips still parallel with the floor. Really feel the stretch in your back. On an inhale, raise your arms and body. Exhale, lower your arms and turn your hips forward. Turn your right foot inwards. Turn your left foot outwards to 90 degrees. Stretch your body to the left. Let your palms touch the mat. Raise your right arm and bring your gaze to its fingertips. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep breathing. Exhale. Now, right palm comes to the mat. Touch your leg with your forehead if you can. Inhale, raise your body. Arms come up. Exhale, arms to shoulder height and hips forward. Turn your right foot outwards. Turn your left foot inwards. Bend your right knee. Be sure not to let it extend past your toes. Right hand goes through your knee from the inside to the outside. Clasp your hands behind your back. Gently touch your forehead to the mat if you can. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. On an inhale, stretch your left arm up. Gently bring your head and body up. Let's do the opposite side now. Turn your right foot inwards. Turn your left foot outwards. Exhale. Bend your left knee. Left hand goes through your knee from inside to to outside, hands clasped behind your back. Touch the floor with your forehead or as close to the mat as you can. On an inhale, stretch your right arm up. Head and body gently come up. Now, let's relax. Bend your right leg. Now place your right foot onto your left thigh. Inhale your arms slowly above your head into prayer pose. On an exhale, bring your entire upper body down. Palms come onto the mat, thighs and abdomen touch. Inhaling and exhaling. A few more breaths here. On an inhale, raise your head. Gently raise your body up. Stretch both hands up to prayer pose. Exhale down. Let's do the opposite side. Bend your left knee and place your foot onto your right thigh. Arms come up to prayer pose. This pose can exercise the muscle of thighs and help with flexibility of the knee and hip. For an extra challenge while in prayer pose, bend your upper body as far forwards as you can go, ending with palms touching the mat. Inhale and raise your head, looking forward to a point on the horizon, raising your upper body while trying to keep your arms straight out in front of you. Bring your hands back up into prayer pose. Exhale and release. Let's relax and end our practice with a few deep breaths. Really feel how energized your body is after doing such a practice. Inhaling and exhaling. You may stay in this pose, deeply breathing for as long as you wish. Thank you for joining